Ever wondered how a jumble of sounds transforms into a symphony that stirs your soul? That, my friends, is the magic of music. Making music is like weaving a beautiful tapestry, where each thread of sound intertwines with another to create a captivating masterpiece. It's a process that combines creativity and technical skill, passion and precision. And the result? A universal language that transcends barriers, speaking directly to our hearts, evoking emotions and memories and connecting us all. Music is a journey, a discovery, an expression of our deepest selves. It is a realm where both the creator and the listener find their own unique perspectives and experiences. This video will guide you through the fascinating process of music making, from the basic building blocks of rhythm and melody to the art of composition and the joy of creation. So are you ready? Dive into the world of music making and discover how to craft your own melody. Music, at its core, is a composition of three essential elements. Firstly, we have melody, the superstar of the musical ensemble. It's the tune that you hum or whistle. It's the series of notes that your mind latches onto, that you find yourself singing in the shower or humming while doing your chores. It's the part of the song that often sticks in our minds, the sequence of sounds that we can't help but remember. Take, for example, the opening notes of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, or the catchy chorus of your favorite pop song. Next, we have harmony, the supportive best friend to the melody. Harmony is what adds depth and richness to the melody. It's the backdrop against which the melody shines, adding layers of complexity and emotion. When multiple notes are played simultaneously, they create a harmony. It's like the colors in a painting that enhance the main subject. Think of the strumming of a guitar under a singer's voice, or the choral voices singing together in a choir. Finally, there's rhythm, the heartbeat of music. Rhythm is the pattern of sound, the underlying pulse that drives the music forward. It's what makes you tap your foot or sway to the beat. It's the structure that holds everything together, giving music its tempo and pace. From the steady beat of a marching band to the irregular rhythm of a jazz ensemble, rhythm is what keeps us engaged and keeps the music flowing. So there you have it, melody, harmony, and rhythm. These are the building blocks of music, the essential elements that come together to create the symphony of sounds that we call music. Like the primary colors that combine in countless ways to create every shade and hue, these elements mix and match in infinite ways to create every piece of music you've ever heard. Understanding these elements is the key to begin your journey in music making. The melody, the soul of music, is where your musical journey begins. It's the part of a song that gets stuck in your head, the part you hum or whistle. It's the voice of your song, the narrative thread that weaves together the other elements of your composition. Let's dive into the process of creating a melody. The first step is choosing a scale. A scale is a collection of pitches arranged in ascending or descending order. They're the foundation of your melody, the palette of colors you'll paint with. There are many scales to choose from, each with its own flavor and mood. The major scale is bright and happy, while the minor scale is more somber and melancholic. Once you've chosen a scale, it's time to create a motif, a short musical idea that will form the backbone of your melody. Think of the motif as the seed from which your melody will grow. It's a musical phrase that can be repeated, varied, and developed throughout the song. To create a motif, pick a few notes from your chosen scale. Play around with them, change their order, experiment with different rhythms. Listen for something that catches your ear, something that makes you want to hear it again. Now it's time to develop your motif into a full melody. There are many ways to do this. You can repeat the motif but change it a little each time to keep it interesting. You can play it backwards or upside down or vary its rhythm. You can also combine it with other motifs to create a more complex melody. The key is to keep your melody simple and memorable. It should be something that's easy to sing or hum, something that sticks in the listener's mind. Don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes. The best melodies often come from unexpected places. Remember, a melody doesn't have to be complicated to be effective. The most memorable melodies are often the simplest. So keep it simple, keep it catchy, and most importantly, make it yours. A catchy melody is your first step towards creating an unforgettable piece of music. Harmony and rhythm add depth and movement to your melody. Picture a single note floating through the air. It's beautiful in its simplicity, but it's just that, simple. Now imagine that note joined by others, creating a rich tapestry of sound. That's harmony. It's the layering of different notes that complement each other, creating a fuller and more complex sound. Chords are the building blocks of harmony. They consist of 3 or more notes played simultaneously, adding depth to your melody. Imagine a single line of paint on a canvas. It's striking but perhaps a bit lonely. Now imagine more lines intersecting, overlapping, creating a complex image. That's what chords do to a melody. They add layers, complexity, and richness. They transform a single line of melody into a symphony of sound. But harmony is only one part of the equation. Let's talk about rhythm. Rhythm is the heartbeat of music. It's what gives music its pulse. It dictates when the notes are played and for how long, adding a sense of movement to the melody. Think of rhythm as the feet of your melody, propelling it forward. Without rhythm, your melody would be static, like a snapshot. But with rhythm, it becomes a movie, full of movement and progression. Rhythm and harmony are like dance partners, each enhancing and complementing the other. Harmony adds depth and richness to the melody, while rhythm gives it pace and direction. Together, they transform a simple melody into a complete musical experience. From the soft, slow rhythm of a lullaby, to the fast, complex harmony of a symphony, each piece of music uses these elements in unique and creative ways. They are the tools that musicians use to paint pictures with sound, to evoke emotions, and to tell stories. Harmony and rhythm bring your melody to life, creating a complete musical experience. Now it's time to weave these elements together and create your own music. In the grand tapestry of music, melody, harmony, and rhythm are the threads that intertwine to create a vibrant sonic picture. Melody is the story, the central theme that captivates the listener. Harmony is the context, the backdrop that gives the melody depth and richness. Rhythm is the pulse, the heartbeat that drives the music forward. The process of creating music is a lot like painting a picture. As a composer, you're an artist with a palette full of musical colors at your disposal. You start by sketching out your melody, the main theme that you'll develop throughout your piece. Once you have your melody, you can begin to add harmonies to give it depth and complexity. Then, you infuse it with rhythm to give it energy and momentum. But here's the secret sauce: experimentation. Don't be afraid to play around with your melody, harmony, and rhythm. Try out different chord progressions, experiment with different rhythmic patterns, and see how they change the feel of your music. You might stumble upon a sound that you never expected, but that fits perfectly with what you're trying to express. And that brings us to the final and perhaps most important part of the process: refinement. Once you have a basic piece of music, it's time to polish it up. This might involve tweaking your melody, adjusting your harmonies, or changing up your rhythm. It's a process of trial and error, of listening and tweaking until you get it just right. But remember, there's no such thing as perfect in music. What's important is that your music is a true reflection of you. It's an expression of your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences. It's your unique voice in a world full of noise. And that's the beauty of music making. It's a journey of discovery, of experimentation, of self-expression. It's a chance to tell your story in a way that no one else can. Remember, making music is a journey of discovery and self-expression. Creating music, much like listening to it, is a joy that transcends boundaries. It's about more than just notes on a page or beats in a measure. It's about expression, emotion, and the exhilaration of crafting something uniquely your own. Remember the magic of music we started with? That magic is what you create when you combine the building blocks of melody and rhythm. It's what you feel when your heart syncs with the beat, when your emotions pour into the melody, and when all these elements merge into a harmonious symphony. The joy of music making is not confined to the realm of professional musicians. It's a universal delight, a shared language that invites everyone to participate. Whether you're a seasoned composer or a beginner tapping out your first tune, the fulfillment derived from creating music is incomparable. So go ahead, explore the magic of music making and create your own symphony of sounds.